The following is a live presentation from Imagisport, where sports memories are created with a roll of the dice. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Buffalo Bees Baseball here on Imagisport. And so today, the Bees are going to be taking on the Vancouver Voyageurs in the second game of a two-game series. The last time these two teams played, Buffalo came away with a 10-3 victory on the bat of Dave Wedge going 5 for 5 in that game, and also Greg Rutherford, Lamont Clark, and Will Shreve each had 2-run homers in that game as well. So coming into this game, Vancouver has a 5-8 record currently in the Baseball America Co-op League. They are in 9th place overall in the league and 6.5 games behind the front runners, the San Antonio Six Guns, who picked up a huge 8-0 win last night against New England over on Steve Towers' After Further Review channel. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bees are currently 8-5 on the campaign. 3.5 games behind. They are in 4th place in the BACL. Now, time for our pregame rolls, as I do ahead of time for each game. So on the Vancouver side, the Voyageurs are going to be semi-dissonant today. Following the loss, they did not get the dot for semi-harmony, so they're going to be semi-dissonant. And as a result, Max Lofton, their shortstop, is going to be cold until further notice. So that will erase Rafael Manzanares' hot till further notice that he had, because the BAC rules dictate you can only have 2 TFNs going on concurrently. So Max Lofton is going to be cold today, and Randy Charbonneau is still going to have his hot TFN for Vancouver. Over on the Buffalo side, they are still saddled with that dissonant till further notice, so they had to roll on the stormy chart as well. And as a result, Lamont Clark, who is second in the team among starters in batting average with .309, he is actually going to be scratched from today's game after a fight with someone in the front office earlier today. So he is not going to be in the lineup. Seth Ranieri is going to be taking his place in the lineup today. And then our other till further notice for the Bees is going to be Keone Jackson, the closer. He's an icon until further notice. So your National Airways starting pitching matchup today for the Voyageurs, it's going to be Coco Canario. He is 3-0 on the season with a 2.08 ERA, 27 strikeouts in 26 innings pitched. For the Bees, it's going to be Steve Shao, 1-0 on the season in 20 innings, 0.90 ERA, and 23 strikeouts. All right, so we're just about set to go here. Let's switch over to our game table and get this one started here from Buffalo. And we'll flip over to my scoreboard. And leading off for the Vancouver Voyageurs, as Al Red Sox fan says hello. Hi, Al. Thanks for coming on board. Check out his channel if you haven't done so already. Ahmed Abdi is going to be leading off for the Voyageurs. He is leading the team with a .434 batting average and 8 doubles. And he starts out with a .466 control check. And, of course, that's the bad control rating for you HMB veterans out there. That is going to be a single to lead off this game. So Abdi's on first. Here's Rafael Manzanares. He's batting .340 with a homer and 12 RBIs. As Mike Canestrari joins us in the chat. Thank you, Mike, for the stats for the Vancouver team and for keeping track of the stats all season long for us. And 1, 2, 3 is the roll here, and both Flash and Fresh, and Shao is double Flash. So that means that Manzanares is going to go down on strikes, and also Billy Bechtel is going to take a seat as well, and we have 2 away. And so that is going to bring up Travis Harvey to the plate. And Harvey has a 321 average, 4 homers on the season, and 9 runs batted in. Shao delivers the pitch, 2-3-4. Runners on base. There is a runner on base, so we're going to have some plate drama here. And it is a 35, and plate drama is the catcher gold. Room is semi-iron, so that is going to be a passed ball. That's going to send Abdi to second base. Abdi on second, 2 out. We'll go back to the main chart, and we'll pitch again to Harvey. And it's a 2-3-5 on that one. Shao is not wild. And Harvey is not eager, and he's not patient either. So it's just going to ground out the second. And that's going to end the top of the first inning. So the Voyageurs get the leading run aboard, but cannot get him across, and we have no score going into the bottom of the first. Leading off for the Bees as Brandon Baker joins us. Thanks, Brandon, for coming on board today. Dave Wedge comes up first. He is batting .308. He's been on a tear since getting moved up to the leadoff spot here in month 2 of the season. 1-2-2 on this roll. Workman, Canario does not get the dot on that, so champ or whiffer, we're going to need to roll the decider guy again for the whiffer, and he does not get the dot there either, so he'll just simply line out to the third baseman, and there is one away. And here comes Seth Ranieri taking the place of Lamont Clark tonight, who, in case you're joining us late, Lamont Clark got suspended for a game thanks to a pregame roll that I did earlier today. Seth Ranieri in limited duty, 1 for 4 overall in the season with a walk and a strikeout. 4-5-6. Ranieri's not patient, so he's going to fly out the center field, and there is 2 gone. And that's going to bring up Greg Rutherford to hit off of the chemistry chart. Greg Rutherford's the leading batter for the Bees this season with a .354 average and a .415 on-base percentage. He leads in homers with 3 and is second on the team in RBIs with 8. We're going to the chemistry chart, so it's going to be dissonant for the Bees, semi-dissonant for the Voyageurs. It's going to be 23. Pitching team harmony, no, so that's going to be a walk. Rutherford's going to get on base. So he's on with 2 gone, and Dylan Hutto coming to the plate. He is our first baseman, and Hutto is batting .255 on the year with a couple of homers, a double, and 5 runs batted in. Canario delivers .345, iron catcher. We'll check the chart here for Vancouver, and Grubb is actually neutral in the field, so no good eye for Hutto. That's going to be a strikeout, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the first. So we played 1 here at National Airways Stadium, and we have no score. Leading off the second inning for the Voyageurs is going to be True Jones, the first baseman. No relation to me, in case anyone was wondering that. 2-4-6, control, and yes, Shao has control. Ball's going to come right back to him. He's going to throw it over to Hutto, and there is out number 1. Next up is Tully Irvin. He is the designated hitter for Vancouver today. Tully's batting .294 with 3 doubles and 2 runs batted in. And if I can just get my dice under control here. 1-1-2 flash. And let's see, no good eye for Irvin. So that's going to be a strikeout on Irvin. And again, because of that double flash, is also going to be a strikeout to Max Lofton. And that's going to do it for the top of the second. No score going into the bottom of inning number 2. And up comes catcher Darren Room for the Buffalo Bees. Room's batting an even .200 on the year with a couple of homers. and a couple of doubles to go along with that. 146 is the roll there. Canario has flash, no good eye, so room goes down on strikes, and there's one away. Next up is the left fielder for the Bees. That is going to be Justin Antonelli. Antonelli's batting .283 with 3 RBIs, 3 doubles, and a home run. 1-1-2, flash and strikeout, 2-way. And now here's shortstop Rafael Rockmore. He is batting .207 on season with 3 ribbies. And 1-2-4 right there. Control, no, he doesn't have it. Rockmore is eager, though, so he's going to pop it up way high. And so Jones is going to get under it at first base, and that's going to do it for inning number 2. We played 2 here at National Airways Stadium. No score. Heading into the top of inning number 3. And the catcher for Vancouver coming up is Bobby Grubb. Grubb batting .167 with 2 runs batted in. 4.55 is the roll there. Shall flash, strikeout, no good eye. So guess what? Double flash. 2 more strikeouts coming up here. And that's 1 for Grubb, and that's 1 for Tucupita Lopez as well. So out of the 9 batters in Vancouver's lineup so far, 6 have gone down on strikes, and Ahmed Abdi is coming up to the plate. He singled back in the first inning. 1-3-6. Shell's not an ace, though. Whiffer or cold. Abdi is definitely not that. So we're going to go to some infield drama here. And it's going to be 44 on infield drama. Is the pitcher gold? Shao is not gold. So he's going to throw it away. And batter is going to be safe at first on an error. So he's going to be reach on the error from Shao. So with 2 gone, we're going to experience chart for Manzanares. Semi-prospect batter against an icon pitcher. Manzanares struck out his last time up. 25 on the roll. Icon batter, no. So he lines out the third, and that's it. So another man left on here. And after 2.5, we still have no score. Leading off for Buffalo this inning is center fielder Dexter Ford. Only batting $163 this year, though. Real slow start for him. Former New England Minuteman. 2-4-6. Control, Canario doesn't have it. Eager or Sad Sack does not get the dot for Eager. So Ford's going to walk. So he walks like a man down to first base. And here comes Will Shreve up to the plate, the number 9 hitter for Buffalo. Shreve is batting .261 on the year, .346 on base percentage, double and a homer, and 3 RBIs. And a 1-3-5, we're going to our first unusual result of the night, and it's going to be a ballpark result here at National Airways Stadium. It's going to be a normal ballpark, though, for the right-handed Shreve. 26. Big ballpark, no. Otherwise, deep drive clears the fence for a home run if he is not a scrapper. The dot says no, so Shreve hits one out of here, and it is 2-0 for the Bees. Will Shreve with home run number 2 on the season. And Buffalo now leads it 2-0. While I'm thinking of it, Shao is no longer fresh, even though we didn't have to worry about that. But while I am remembering that. All right, here's Dave Wedge going back to the top of the order again. Wedge lined out to third his last time up. And it is a 2-3-4. No runners on base anymore. And Wedge is a, and let's see, Wedge is a hot batter. So he goes to the fence chart. Wedge was designated hot. He did go 5 for 5 the other day. So it's neutral. So basically we're rolling on the other here. And Wedge is going to wind up on third base with a triple. So with that in mind, Canario gets the semi-struggler tag put on him now in addition to being semi-workman. And here comes Seth Ranieri to the plate. Ranieri flied out his first time up. 4.66. Control check. Thank goodness Coco doesn't have that. Home run, cleaner, slugger, no. It's going to be a difficult ground out to the choice infielder. That's going to score a run. So we're just going to say that it's going to be first base to pitcher, and that's going to bring in Wedge to make it 3-0. So we'll take that off of him. Greg Rutherford's up next. He walked his first time up, but did not get past first base. 2-5-6 is the roll there. Struggler, no. Champion or patient, We're going to infield drama here. Infield drama, 45 is the shortstop iron. Shortstop for Vancouver today is Lofton. He is neutral. So bobbled bat, but on-time throw to first. The batter is out. So that's the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up Dylan Hutto. Hutto struck out back in the first. And we have a 2-4-6 here. Control new. Eager or sad sack. He is eager, so he's going to pop it out the third, and that's going to do it. But not before 3 runs come aboard for the Bees. And after 3 innings of play, the score is Buffalo 3 and Vancouver 0. Heading to the top of inning number 4 here, Billy Bechtel is up for the Vancouver Voyageurs. Struck out his last time up. He's batting .250 coming into this game for the season. 2-4-5. Bechtel is not a hero, so he's going to pop out the second base for out number 1. And we're going to go to the experience chart for Travis Harvey. Harvey grounded out his first time up. Icon versus icon here. 36. Prospect pitcher. Nope, he is icon. So Harvey flies out to left, and there is 2 away. Here comes True Jones, grounded out in second. And a 1-3-5, another ballpark chart look up here. For the left-handed batter, True, that is a small ballpark. 23 on that small ballpark. Yes, so Jones gets a hold of one. It's going, and it is out of here as well. And now Vancouver's on the board. True Jones with the solo shot. And it's now 3-1. Here's Tully Irvin. He struck out back in the second. .466 control. Yep, so he reads that pitch, and that's going to go into left for a single. Max Lofton's up. He was also a strikeout victim. 1-4-5. Struggler gets the dot on that. There's a wild pitch. So with that wild pitch, Irvin's going to find his way to second base. 1-5-6. Whiffer doesn't get the dot there. It is outfield drama this time. 44 on outfield drama. Is the center fielder iron? That is a no for Dexter Ford. So he's going to pull it in to end the inning with a fly out. And we are going to go to chemistry to start the bottom of the fourth. (3-1) bottom of the fourth. Darren Room comes up for Buffalo on the chemistry chart roll. Room struck out his last time up. 16. Batting team dissonance. Yep, so he's going to pop out there. So we'll just say he pops out the second. Here's Antonelli. He also struck out his first time up. Back in the second inning. 1-6-6. Workman or Guilty? Gets the dot for a Workman, so that's going to be a single for Antonelli. And an experience chart roll for our next batter, Rafael Rockmore, who is a semi-icon, going up against the prospect pitcher, prospect pitcher, Canario. 15 on that. Prospect batter, no, so it is going to be a single as well. And we're going to have first and second with one out. Here's Dexter Ford. He walked and scored last inning. One, 2, 4 on that. Control, no. Eager, Ford gets the dot for Ego, so he pops out the first, and there's 2 away. Clutch situation here for Will Shreve. 2-run homer in the last inning. Here's the pitch from Canario. 1-2-6. Fresh, he gets the dot there for being semi-fresh. That's going to be a line out. And crisis averted there for the Voyageurs. They get 2 on base, but do not score, does Buffalo. And after 4 innings of play, the Bees are up 3-1. Here's Bobby Grubb leading off the top of inning number 5. Grubb struck out his first time up. 1-4-5 here. Struggler, he's a semi-struggler. Wild pitch. Well, there is no wild pitch because there's no runners that are even on base. So we'll just go to the next result there, and it's just going to be a ground out. And so we'll just say 4-3. Here's Ticapita Lopez. 2-2-6 there. Hit by pitch. Yep, he got planked. Lopez on first. 1 down. Here comes Abdi. 1 for 2 on the day. 1-2-5. Struggler, he gets the dot there as well, so it's going to be a fence result. Abdi is nothing though, so it's just going to be on the other chart. And Abdi continues his toward pace. He's going to get a double, so we got second and third with 1 out. Second and third with 1 out. Here comes Manzanares. Nobody up in the bullpen yet. 2-run lead right now. We're going to go infield in for Manzanares. 3, 5, 6. Are they the same? They are not. Utility or sad sack? No. That's going to be a single down the first or third base line. That's going to score both runners, and we have a tie game. So just like that, Manzanares ties it. And Billy Bechtel comes to the plate. Two, 4, 5 is going to be the roll there. He is not a hero. He pops out to second base, and there's 2 gone. Over to experience we go, and coming up to the plate is Travis Harvey. Harvey's 0 for 2. Flied out his last time up. Icon against icon. On the experience chart, 56. Icon pitcher, yep. Sky high, pop up the short. Rockmore is under it, and that is out number 3. And that is right, Al. After 4.5, we are all tied up. Both teams with 3 runs apiece. Back to the top of the order for the Bees, and that is Dave Wedge. 1 for 2. He tripled and scored in the third. 3, 4, 6. Eager, no, so it is going to be a walk. He does not steal because he's not active. And we go to chemistry for Seth Ranieri. Again, semi-dissonant and against dissonant here, or I should say dissonant batting, semi-dissonant pitching. 45. Batting team harmony, nope. It's just going to be a ground out, but the runner is going to advance. And does it go to a particular position? Nope, it's just a choice infielder. So we're just going to say Ranieri's just going to ground at the first, and he's going to take it himself. But that's going to move Wedge over to second. And here comes Rutherford. Rutherford is 0 for 1. Walked in the first. 1, 3, 6. Canario, not an ace. Whiffer or cold. Rutherford gets the dot for Whiffer. And that's going to be a strikeout. 2 down for Hutto. Hutto's 0 for 2. Popped up in the third. 2, 5, 6 on that one. Struggler, no. Champion or patient, that's going to go to infield drama. So 35 on infield drama is the third baseman iron. Third baseman is Bechtel. He is not iron, so it's just going to be a ground out, and that's going to do it. So the Bees leave another one stranded, and after 5 innings, we are tied up at 3 apiece. So top of the 6th we go to now, and True Jones is going to be leading things off for Vancouver. He homered in his last at-bat. 1, 2, 6. Fresh Dot says yes, so he's going to line out to second base this time for out number 1. Tully Irvin's up next. He singled. And that was back in the 4th inning. Or no, he singled. Yeah, 4th inning. All right, 155 here. Home run king, Irvin is not. So it's just going to be a deep fly ball to center field. Ford is under it for out number 2. And here's Max Lofton, 0 for 2 on the day. Flied out to center in the 4th. Came into this game batting .294, but that average is going to go down at this point. 134. Gold catcher. Room is not a gold catcher, not in the least. Champion, no champion for Lofton, so it's going to go to outfield drama there. 36 on outfield drama. Is the left fielder stoic? Left fielder is Antonelli. He is not stoic, so he's going to run and he's going to get that ball, and that's going to be out number 3. So now to the bottom of the 6th, and we still have ourselves a tie ball game here. Darren Rooms first up, 0 for 2, popped up in the 4th. 145, Struggler, no, Canario is not, so it's just going to be a simple ground out there. So we'll say ground out the short. 1 away. Here's Antonelli. He singled and went to second in the 4th inning. 146 here. Flash, yep, and no good eyes, so Antonelli strikes out for the 2nd time. 2, 3, 4, and that is strikeout number 5 for Coco Canario. Here comes Rafael Rockmore. He also singled his last time up. 2-3-5 there. Canario is not wild. Rockmore is eager. He's not a whiffer, so he's going to actually get a single out of it. Goes right up the middle there. So with 2 down, Rockmore's on base. Here comes Dexter Ford. Walked and scored in the 3rd. Popped out in the 4th. 4-5-5. Flash, yep, he's going to go down on strikes there, and that ends the Beast threat in the 6th inning. Top of the 7th now, still tied at 3. Bobby Grubb coming up for the Voyageurs. He is 0 for 2. 2-4-5. And Grubb is not a hero, so he's going to pop out to second base. 4 out number 1. We go to experience for Tucapita Lopez. Lopez coming into this game is batting only $136. Probably not going to get much better here on the experience chart because he's a semi-prospect going up against the icon pitcher Steve Shaw, who is still in there at this point because I just simply forgot to take him out. But we'll see if he can last another inning. 46, icon pitcher. Yep, called strike 3. So we'll give him the strikeout looking on that one. And there's 2 away. Yeah, I think we're going to have to put in some relief here in the 8th inning. But before we get to that, here's Ahmed Abdi. He's continuing his hot start. 2 for 3 today. Doubled and scored in the 5th. 2-3-4 there. Runners on base, there are none. Hot batter. Abdi is, I do not believe... Yes, he is a hot batter, so he's got another fence result. So let's see what he gets on with. It's going to be a double. All right, looks like we need to start warming some bodies up here. All right. We'll get Ching and Kreider to start warming up. Here's Manzanares. 1 for 3. Singled in to tie the game up. His last time up in the 5th. And what do you know? It triple twos. And Manzanares is not a sad sack. So it's going to be a double to center field. And so since Abdi is an active runner, He's going to score, and Vancouver's going to take the lead. So with that, Shall's going to go. Left in way too long there, and that is completely on me. We're going to bring in Corey Kreider. He's going to get a full ace boost here. Just checking something on my scorebook here. Okay. Here's Billy Bechtel. Going in against the fresh Kreider. Bechtel's 0 for 3. 1-1-6. Fresh Kreider is, so he strikes him out, and that's the inning. But as we go into the 7th inning stretch, Vancouver has a 4-3 advantage. And it is 7th inning stretch time. And just another reminder that this game is brought to you by PLAAY Games, the official maker of History Maker Baseball, the official game of the Baseball America Co-op League. History Maker Baseball has fictional sets like I'm playing here tonight, also Major League sets as well. And there's also History Maker Baseball Express in case you want a quick play option to your History Maker Baseball project. Both the full play game and the Express game are available for sale right now, along with card sets, including the newly printed 2023 Pro Baseball season. So get all your information and your ordering now at the PLAAY website, play.com. That's 2 A's in the word play. So with the bottom of the 7th, we're going to get a call to the bullpen for Vancouver. And let's see, due up. It's going to be Shreve, Wedge, and Ranieri. Of course, we have a little bit of a limited one tonight. We're going to go with Yasu Blanco as the pitcher for Vancouver. So new pitcher is going to be Blanco. So the stat line on him, 8 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 11 earned runs in that span. So his ERA is 11.42. Well, you never know. Shreve's up the bat. He homered back in the 3rd, lined out in the 4th. And that is a 2-3-3. Ace or star, no. Slugger, there is no there, so he's just going to fly out the center. And there's one away. Here's Dave Wedge. 1-for-1 with a triple. 3-5-6. Are they the same? They are. That's a strikeout for Blanco. 2 down. And here's Ranieri. 0 for 3. And I'm trying to think if I should Try to put a pinch hitter here. We'll let him bat. All right, 3, 5, 6. Again, the same. That's utility or sad sack, but he gets the dot for utility. That's just going to be a ground out, and that's going to end the inning there. 1, 2, 3 go the Bees in the bottom of the 7th. Heading into the 8th, 4-3. So Kreider's actually semi-fresh at the moment. And we have Harvey, Jones, and Irvin to bat. He's a semi-ace, and he has control here in the top of the 8th. All right, we'll leave him in for one more. Here's Harvey, 1-4-5. Struggler, no, so it's just going to be a ground out. So we'll just say 6-3. One away. Here's True Jones. Hit that homer back in the 4th. It's the only time he's been on base today. 2-3-3. Ace or star. Kreider gets the dot for ace. So that's going to be another ground out. And here's Tully Irvin. 1 for 3 on the day. 2-2-6. Hit by the pitch? No, he is not. Cleanup batter, Irvin is not that either. So it's and he does not get the dot for. Well, I guess we should see if he gets the dot for Whiffer since I already used the dot once. Doesn't matter. So he is just going to fly out to left field, and that's going to do it for the top of the 8th. And we go to the bottom of inning number 8. So Yasu Blanco. Vancouver's bullpen is, kind of a little bit on the depleted side at this point. Because of all the relievers they had to use last time, they only have 4 relievers left. But we're going up to the top of the 8th here. And so we will go ahead. We'll put Blanco on, but we'll have Valo on standby just in case things get a little hairy. And they might with Greg Rutherford up, even though he walked in the first inning, and that was his only at-bat of note so far. 5-5-6. Not an ace, not a sad sack. And so that is going to be a double to right field for Rutherford. As Lake Effect Games joins us. A Buffalo fan, I presume. And so with that, with the potential tying run at second base, that's going to be it for Blanco. And so we'll bring in Valo with the ace boost. So here's Dylan Hutto. 0 for 3 today. And decision time for, you know what? We're going to give a call to the bench here. Since it looks like, do we do that? Or do we bring in... Let's see. Nobody out. We're going to leave Hutto bat. 2-3-5. Wild. Valo does not get the dot for that. Eager, he does. And we have to roll, though, for Whiffer. If he gets a dot, then it's going to be a strikeout. If not, it is going to be a single. He gets the dot for Whiffer, though, so that is going to be a strikeout for Dylan Hutto. One down. Here comes Room. 0 for 3 today. Although he does have the favorable matchup here. But he's also semi-iron. Okay, we're going to let Room bat as well. He's got the more favorable matchup. 1-2-2. Workman, he is a workman. That's going to be a single for Darren Room. And we have first and third with one out. Here's Antonelli, 1 for 3. Single in between 2 Ks. Valo's still fresh out there. Infield and double play depth. 1-5-6. Antonelli is a whiffer. That's a big strike out there. 2 gone. And here comes Rockmore. He's 2 for 3 today. Can the Bees get the tying run across? 3-4-5. Iron catcher, Grubb, he is neutral. And Rockmore, not a good eye. That is a strikeout, and that's going to do it. So we go to the 9th. Vancouver up 4-3. We're going to bring in a new pitcher for Kreider. Who do we have here? We got right, left, and left. If there's one thing that the Bees need right now, they're gonna need a little spice. So here comes the hot sauce. Alvaro Saucedo is going to come in to pinch the 9th inning here for the Bees. Saucedo on the year, 7 innings pitched, 1.29 ERA, 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. And he's going to go up against Max Lofton, who is 0 for 3. 3-3-5. Wild no, sad sack no. So that is going to be a single to right for Lofton. And that's going to be one where the stoic runner will hold. But, whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me go back here. Wild base on balls, but he is eager, so he actually grounds out. So, sorry for the misread on that. Let's redo that. That is actually going to be a ground out to Lofton. We'll go 5-3. 1 away. Almost missed a little pennant flag there. Here's Bobby Grubb. 0 for 4. With Saucedo, the left-handed pitcher. But we kind of need an insurance run here, does Vancouver. And Charbonneau is hot, so we're going to pinch hit. And Randy Charbonneau is going to come in the game since he is the catcher. Charbonneau to pitch hit, batting .350 in limited duty this year. 7 for 20. 2-3-4 is the rule. No runners on base, but when you know it, he is a designated hot batter, a TFN hot batter for that matter. And so he goes to the fence chart, although he is a scrapper. So big break there for Buffalo in that regard. Except that he rolled a 6, so Charbonneau is going to wind up on third base. So Randy Charbonneau continues his hot play. And here's Tucupita Lopez. And 1, 2, 4 there. Control, yep, that's gonna it's gonna be a ground out to short. But I forgot to declare infield in, so that's gonna score a run. Insurance run there makes it 5-3. And here comes Abdi. 1-1-4. Salcedo is fresh, though, since he just came in. So it's going to be a grounder to short, and that's going to end the inning. So Charbonneau is going to stay in the game as the catcher. Salcedo goes to semi-fresh. Valo's going to be gone. And so we're going to bring in the closer, if you want to call him that. Kai Kawakami is going to come in for Vancouver to see if he can wrap this game up. So, stat line for Kawakami, 3 2/3 innings, 4.91 ERA, but 2 saves on the year. And so it's going to be Ford, Shreve, and Wedge coming up. So Ford is 1 for 3 here. I'll try to get a... No, we don't want to do that. I want to do Escobedo, maybe. All right. So we're going to pinch hit for Ford. Gustavo Escobedo is going to be the pinch hitter. Escobedo has only had 1 plate appearance so far this year. He got out on that. 2-3-5. Kawakami not wild. Gustavo gets the dot for Eager, but it's also a whiffer, so he's going to strike out anyway. And that's going to bring up Will Shreve. Homered back in the 3rd. Seems like a long time ago. 3-4-6. He gets the dot for Eager as well. He's going to fly out to center. So the last hope for the Bees rests in the bat of Dave Wedge. Not a bad outing. 1 for 3 over the walk. But we really need to get a base runner now. 2-4-5. Wedge is a hero. Nope. High fly ball to second base. Harvey's going to come under it. And that's the ball game. So, little bit of managerial mismanagement there. And the Voyageurs come away with a split here in Buffalo. They take Game 2 of this series by the score of 5-3 as we take it back here to the studio. Take a look at the box score here for a moment. For the Voyageurs, it was 5 runs on 8 hits and no errors. For the Bees, 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. The winning pitcher is going to be, actually, let's see. It's going to be Armando Bravo. He's going to get credit for the win in this game. And so, actually, what am I saying? Coco Canario. My score program got screwed. I'm going to have to redo everything whenever I get off the air here. But Coco Canario got the win for the Voyageurs. Steve Shao will take the loss in this one, and Kei Kawakami will get the save. That was his third save of the season. All right, thanks everyone who jumped in live on the chat. Al Red Sox fan, Mike Canastrari, Brandon Baker, and Lake Effect Games, and anyone else who is watching live, or even for those of you watching later. Thanks a lot for coming on board for this game here today. So next up on the schedule, we're going to head to June here in the Baseball America Co-op League. And so our next opponent for the Buffalo Bees is going to be the Milwaukee Barrelmen coming to town. So that's going to be in early June right here on the Magisport Network. Also, join us for some old school wrestling sometime in the next 2 or 3 weeks as well. So once again, your final score here from Buffalo. The Vancouver Voyageurs defeat the Buffalo Bees by the score of 5-3. Vancouver improves now to 6-8 on the year, while the Bees drop to 8-6. From all of us here at Magisport, this is Derek Jones saying thank you so much for watching tonight. Have a great rest of your night, and most of all, keep on rolling. We'll see you later.